Good morning. Welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee number 192. I've actually got a background guest today, but she will be appearing at some point in the show. But you maybe listen to her sniffling. She's got a cold, sniffling, chuckling, or thinking that you can't hear anything behind the screen. We've got Lillian, so she's not in. We'll review her down because she's actually just there. You can't be going. She just had a big sip of tea and went. I said, "Are you going to behave and sit off camera?" So I will get her to cameo in. But I've got a bunch of stuff to talk about, a bunch of cool things to show you. Lots of people here. Whee! And yeah, if you hear any sighing in the background, it's just Mum having a tea, going like that. And then we've got Dave typing. I'll first update you on Dave's job. So if you weren't here last week, I was telling you about. Let's put that tea down for a sec. I was telling you about how Dave the guinea pig has been applying for jobs. I caught him. So he applied for a job at Mantic. He sent a lovely picture through. Still nothing. Sorted out, Mantic. He hasn't even nothing. Not a no. We're not interested. Nothing. So if you're watching this, Mantic, sort it out. Dave's applied his heart out there, and I need him to bring in an extra income. So I'm thinking they've got a real big stack of applicants, and they just haven't got to Dave's yet. And once they do, they'll be blown away, and they'll say we don't need anyone else because this guy Dave is pretty much going to run the company. Surprised he hasn't started typing. He's going to be typing again, I think, to some more companies. I think he is, Lil. He is. He's going to go, right, better try some other jobs. We'll try Argos and stuff. Sharky says, morning, Lil.
Morning, Sharky.
She is there. She is real. I could tilt you around, but she's in the light, so she might. You get to see all the blankets. There we go. She's in the light. She's heavenly. Look, she's just a silhouette. She'll come round though. She'll come round in a bit. Ooh, little blankets. So Mum's here because we had the exhibition last night, which was very exciting. Well, the exhibition has been on since July, but it was the premiere of the Art in Miniature documentary. So Mum's Fenris says, "Good old silhouette, Lil."
Someone looks better like that.
So you don't need to say tell him because you're here. They can hear it.
Morning, Ian.
I can't quite get to Mum that the microphone covers the room, and if you're behind the screen, you can still hear. It's not a one little good little channel. And you have subscribed to my channel now, haven't you? You filled the forms in. She hasn't subscribed. She just gave me a side eye there. So we went to Scunthorpe last night. I believe that I scrubbed up quite well, actually. There's actual photo evidence on the Twitters and things. I'll show you some. I'll show you some photos as well. So it was at the 2021 Visual Arts Centre. Thank you to those that were able to come. We're at Andy and Ian's dicky bows. They should have had dicky bows. Yes, it's true. Very unprofessional of them. So yeah, we went up to Scunthorpe, and it was about an hour and a half drive. So again, it was a bit of an odd place. There's loads of dust on the screen, by the way, so I'm struggling to see through the dust because the sunlight has illuminated it. So yeah, we went for this premiere. So there's the exhibition, which is on and still on for another 2 weeks. So if you are anywhere near Scunthorpe, you should definitely go, and you get to see some exclusive sort of Bad Squiddo arrangements in there because I made some nice stuff for it. And as well as Bad Squiddo, there is lots of other stuff by some really good hobbyists, and you just get to see some really nice and different painted minis. And there's even like a willy monster on one of them. You didn't see that, did you? No, someone sculpted this big willy monster. That's in there. She's laughing now because I said willy. I should just have you in the shot and just have me talking and you laughing. So the exhibition's been on and is on for another 2 weeks. The premiere is for Art in Miniature, the documentary, which was filmed alongside. And if you've been regular on the show, you'll remember when was it? Gosh, June? Maybe? June or July, they came and filmed, and it was when I had laryngitis. And you couldn't tell, so I think they've like tweaked the audio or something, or dubbed me over. They might have dubbed me over for someone else, but I'd actually sound okay. I thought I'd sound really, really gravelly, but that was a bonus. I was worried I'd be cut out of it, but I was not. So there's actually quite a lot of Annie in there, and a lot of Annie figures, which is also good. So it's an hour-long documentary following various people in the hobby sphere. So it's not just companies. There's only a few companies really in there. It's mostly just really keen hobbyists that use art, that use miniatures as an art outlet. It was ace. So it was nice to see some people there. I wanted to extra shout out my little list. Greg, who came a very long way. I don't know if he's in the chat. I don't know. Watching that later. Lil! Lil's just birthing now. Sorry. She can't just sit quietly. She's just I'm trying to stop. But thanks to Greg for coming up from miles away and for booking really quickly once it was announced, because that was like super dedication. So I was really chuffed with that. Obviously everyone came, and also a big shout out to Becky, who was there. I don't know if she ever watches these, but Becky is a very old friend of mine from back in university days, so it was really cool that she came out to sort of support me, and that was really nice. So thank you, Becky. Yay! And yeah, it was really good. Well, also got my little lists for exhibition. Becky and Greg. Yeah, I was just really chuffed with it. We did a Q&A afterwards, so I got to be hilarious, of course. There's a few good pictures of people cracking up while I'm talking, so that's a win. That's a win. What else? What else was on? At the start we got there, I've been having a bit of a wobble, a brain wobble, wasn't I, Lil? A bit concerned.
Yeah, didn't last long.
Had a bit of a pre-documentary cry. Just would rather have not in the middle of the cafe, but there you go. But Louise Sugden gave me this emotional support Tamagotchi, which is proof there. Look, is thriving. I said, "Oh, thanks. Now I've got something else to stress about. Got to keep it alive until I see her next, and then return the child." But look, it's happy. There's the evidence. I woke up and there was a skull on it, and I didn't know what that meant, but I've pressed some buttons and it's not got a skull on it anymore. It seems happy. You can scold them. I can't remember why you ever need to scold them, but I don't really want to tell it off. But it has a discipline stat. I don't know what, but it's happy for now. Happy and blobbing about there. Look. So thanks, Louise. So yeah, exhibition awesome. We got here. Let's cross that out on my little list there. Very organised this time. Got a new Ghoul to show you. But I will also mention, talking of wobbles and anxieties, I did something really good this week. What have we got? Netflix will be ringing, and then I'll be too famous. Yeah, I won't be on the show anymore. I'll just send my representative to do Sunday morning coffee. It'll just be Lil.
I'll do it.
It'll just be Lil sat there for an hour going. Like in Wayne's World, where they leave Garth for a bit, and he's kind of just there going. That's what it'd be. You can come in if you want. If you feel weird of being off the side, it's a side Lil if you weren't here from the start. Yes, so on my list of things that I do, I have monthly targets of things, of my weekly target and yearly targets. Like at some point this year, do this thing. And one of them, which was very sad, was to go and talk to a company called Printco. And Wayne's World reference, good reference, if not a bit dated. Oh no, it is dated now, isn't it? Getting old. Party time, excellent. Oh, Mum hates it. Oh, gosh. So what I'm talking about, Printco. So they're a company like 2 offices away from mine that do loads of printing, and I've been having more print issues with the company I use. Just them being slower and a bit rubbish. And I got a weird shy on about going to see them, and I kept thinking, I'll go next week. But I finally went and met Printco, and they're really nice. And I say they're 2 buildings away, and they are the solution to some of my issues. So a big issue with the community minis, it's not an issue, it was just something I hadn't fixed yet, is the cards that go in them. If they're sharp edge, because I want them to be a thicker paper quality, basically card, they'll get bent in the corners of the blister pack. So I want to curve them. But when you get things printed, adding the curve is so much money. It's weird how it takes so much more. And I looked into getting a semi-industrial one for it, and luckily I did not, because I also thought that's going to be its own thing as well. So they gave me a tour, and I got to see how the magic happens in a print factory. So I got to see their super fancy, super heavy-duty cutter, and they said it'd be no problem at all. So hopefully they'll be doing the first work with them next week to get those cards made, so we can actually start shipping community minis, because they are a little bit late, I am aware. Julie has been fixed and cast. I can't remember if I told you that last week. I did. So she just needs to be painted again by John, but I'm going to get the rest done in the meantime. And it's solved, yeah, it's all sort of boring stuff, but it solves a lot of logistical issues that I'd had with printing. So that's really good, and I gave myself a big pat on the back that I finally went and spoke to the people that turned out not to be scary at all and seemed to like me a lot. So who knew? So I was really chuffed with that. So yeah, Met Print Co. Woo woo. They do printing for a lot of war game companies as well, so they know what the things are. You know, my other shout outs. Thank you. I forgot his name, but it's Free G Minis on Twitter. I was complaining on my Annie account, because I have my Bad Squiddo and my Annie account. I was complaining on Twitter that I don't like headphones that go in your ears. I bet you wouldn't as well, Lil. No, she doesn't.
Pull my brains out.
Pull your brains out. It's not a fan. If you watch the Blackjack Legacy, you can see me struggling with one the whole time. But I can't seem to find them, other than really crap ones that catch fire or something. So I had a moan about it on Annie Twitter, and 3G's Minis said, I've got some spare and I can send you them. So thank you very much, because I now have headphones again and I can go to work and listen to thingies. Daniel was 39 last week. I genuinely thought you were about 26, so that's a good thing. Carol says, will you be getting more of the Renedra Ramshackle Church? I will. I should have it in now. When did you last check? I got a Renedra restock on Friday, so I should. Unless I intend to keep one or two, so it might have sold over the weekend. But if not, I'll get them in. I'll set it so you can pre-order them, basically, and then, because we can do that now on the website. So instead of it going 0, yesterday. Oh, maybe I must have sold them. So yeah, I'll be back in the week. But yeah, setting the website, so instead of it goes to 0, you can't order it. It just says we're out of stock, but you can order it and wait a little bit. So that's 64, Alex Wood. Blooming hell. Blooming hell. I can't see because there's a little emoji in the way of it, so I'll see when it moves. But maybe it's 6. It might just be 6. So what have we got? Ghouls. Yeah, I'll make a note of that actually. Church for Carol. There we are. Daniel does get mistaken for 26 a lot, and have since 30, and then 13 before that. Excellent. First sip of the coffee. What are we on? Can't even see the timer. 13 minutes in, the first sip. It's because I haven't seen Gary post yet. He normally asks about the mug. We've got guinea pig mug, of course. Guinea pig mug. All right, what else we got? New Ghoul. I'll show you the new Ghoul. I'll show you a couple pictures from last night as well. I got Lil made a friend. And yeah, made a friend.
Handsome chap.
Yeah, there we go. The pictures on my phone seem to be saving in a million different folders at the moment. So there she is. There you go, that's your picture.
I gave him my number.
Look at that, look at Lil's friend. Ooh. She went over to get a photo and then I heard her scream. God, she's well chuffed.
Come here.
She's well chuffed. Do you like your man?
Swap
troll
numbers,
man?
yeah.
Swap numbers, yeah. Could be my new dad, that guy. You look looks so chuffed. I'll zoom in.
Worse.
Look at her there. Oh, look at
I've had worse.
big troll. And then, if you've not seen, obviously, proof that I scrubbed up well. Did scrub up well. You're proud there, like. Although there was a bit on the documentary where I did call out state of that when I was on myself. Oh god. Do it again. Refilm. Look at that professional, well-dressed lady. Can't quite see, but I've got a tardigrade badge on as well. Got to have a tardigrade badge. Ooh, look at me there. Woo woo. While we're on pictures, what have we got? I can then lead into the final ghoul. Final ghoul down. So that final ghoul set from the Kickstarter, Paul has finished the last one, which means all he's got to do now is the guinea pig eating ghoul head. Then everything will be sculpted. So this is the last one, and I love it. It may seem a little bit familiar, as it's a bit of an homage. So she's just got a couple bits left to finish, but there she is. Ghoulish, right? Crouching, pondering her orb skull. I'll just bring up Paul's chat and show you a couple more angles, because he says he's very thorough. He sends me quite a lot of pictures. Let me look. Rather than just the one, I get all the angles. So let's show you another angle. Oh. So there she is from the front. Ghoulicious. So that's that pack of 3 ghouls of yet to be named. I wanted to see if there was a theme running across them all that would name them. Most of the angles are very similar, so it does take a lot. Anything else that shows you? Anything you haven't seen? See a butt. There's a butt. There you go. So just a different coloured putty is used there, that's all. Because I think that was the bit that was vaguely a conversion. Yeah, so we've got third ghoul. So if you haven't seen, Sharky says trying to guess the t-shirt. Does it say Spam Ranch, which is coincidentally the name of my new folk band? That would be ace if I'd somehow got your thing on. No, it says Ram Ranch. It's a very good song. You should look up on the YouTube. So it's Ram Ranch, and at the bottom says, does it say really rocks? It does really rock. You can tell that winter is coming. I've got a hoodie on. Now. Madness. So what have we got? We got there. Oh. So kicking these off. So the ghoul's done. What do you think about this new ghoul? Hey, we've got Alan Nuttall in. Woo-woo. On my little notes, I've got to tick that off. Mum's going to be helping me with some gardening after this. I'll get her on for the finale. She's mostly behaving now. She's not like just breathing next to breathing. Can't cough. Karen, a little update on Piggy Karen. She's doing all right actually. She's very happy. So she may be doing a bit better because I'm still not sure. Don't want to jinx her, but she's doing all right. Not living her best life, but living a happy life, isn't she? She's still running around. She's still on all the drugs, but she seems to be doing pretty well on the drugs. So that's really positive. So it's nice to have some good pig news because they normally just go all the way downhill. She might have had a little surge before she goes all the way downhill. Bless her. It's manicure day for the pigs. They're all getting their nails done this afternoon. That's what I've been saying all week, going bloody hell, they need cutting. I'm not doing Lils, no. A lot of agreement that it was very cold last night. Kickstarter Pledge Manager, I'm hoping to do relatively soon. I need to double check. I think there's only like 2 people whose payments have bounced and one had got back to me, so it's pretty easy to do that phase. So I'm going to launch the Pledge Manager hopefully soon. But I want to have a look at some merch because my Ghoul t-shirt was a big hit. So if people want their own Ghoul t-shirt, and I want to try and have a little look around because I didn't want to do it on the Kickstarter because I didn't have time. So I didn't want to, give you a price or promise something and then it turned out to not be a non-goer. But I'd like to add it in the Pledge Manager because that artwork by Patrice is really good. Even if it just ends up being t-shirt. I meant to talk to Louise yesterday about a t-shirt supplier. Write that down again. Louise t-shirt. She can be quite hard to get hold of online because she gets 1 trillion fan mail. So it's usually a risk. if I want a quick reply, I'll kind of bombard her across platforms if she might see it. So Kickstartpler soon, hopefully. Soon we can get that done. I actually have the sample of the matriarch. Not that matriarch, the Ghoul matriarch was in this week already, the resin sample. And it's really good. It looks ace, which means I can get it painted. Though my painters are all at capacity at the moment. So John's doing all these, and he's got the first thing he's got to do is Julie. Got to do Julie Daubigny. But I said there's no rush on the Ghouls actually, because they all look great in the Ghoulness. They don't need to be painted. Obviously they will be, but by the time it's fulfillment basically. So that's all good. So we've got those community minis. Hoping to do a bit of community mini research and blog update this evening because I'm feeling very chill. So we'll see how that goes. So I've been doing some gardening. So hopefully we can make some more movement on that now. And I'm really keen to get back to doing some historicals. And I need to solidify what I'm going to be doing for the next World War II project. But there was an interesting SOE lady who's just died. So she's been in the news with her antics. And it's made me want to go back and do... So I want to do France. And I have been researching France. I've sort of been tandem researching France and Germany. But the French, because I do the theatres of war rather than the specific countries or people involved. So the theatre of France, basically, which does have a lot of SOE. So it'd be cool to have a bunch of resistance fighters, and then use that as an excuse to expand the SOE as well. Because I found out, I thought there were more. I'm going to put this to a question. You're not allowed to Google. How many SOE? I think it was. I don't know if it was all the SOE or women SOE actually. So this is a rubbish question. But how many were there? I will Google because I will double check what that figure was that I saw yesterday. During World War II. I am getting the answer, but you're not allowed. How many SOE? World War II. Oh no, that was a lie. What? What was that number that I got? Maybe it was female. Hang on, what we got? Oh, that was rubbish. I have no idea what that. Oh. That's what the number was. That's what the number was. Okay, so the question I asked was a trick anyway, but you were close regardless. The number that I glanced at yesterday was... Let me just double check there. This is a massive article. There we are. 39, but there were actually lots more. But 39 of the SOE in France were women. So there were some around other places. So the actual on the ground, 45.5. So the on the ground ones were 39. And then I thought, maybe do all 39. Do all 39 as a pack. That'd be cool. So yeah, I think I'll probably, me with my solid business plans, are like, yeah, probably do France. It's because it got pushed back by lots of other bits, but it's like, which one shall I hone in on for the next little project? And I'm hoping to get a few packs of Soviets just released, like the old days, when you just release things without having to do a Kickstarter. So there we are. And so that's in. The John Hodson book has been arriving, and it's been really cool seeing people get them and start using them. It's really nice. If you haven't got it yet, don't worry. As John is one man in Scotland who's been packing them all, as well as working on his latest stuff. He's doing King Beowulf, which will be out soon on Kickstarter. So if you're interested in any of that, it's an RPG book. But he's doing them in batches because it's just one man, and there's like, I don't even know how many books. There were a lot of backers, so I think, and then a lot of people chose both books. There's a lot of packing that he's doing, but he's doing them in big batches. So if yours hasn't come yet, don't worry about it because he's just not got to it yet. But I'll just mention now that there are talks underway of some more books. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. He'll come for me otherwise. So watch the space. Dun, dun, dun. Trade orders! Woo! We got loads of trade orders packed this week. All by myself, because Mum usually helps, but she wasn't in.
Because you didn't ask me.
Did them by myself. Because I was so swift, they came in. I swifted them straight out. So yeah, trade orders. Big restock as well with that. So if there was some bad squiddy minis that you have seen and thought, why is she going to restock that? It's back. One of them was Aethelflaed. She's been out for a while, but she's back with a vengeance. Dave's job, I've got that ticked off. I'm at cusp of awesome news, I've written. I am on the cusp of some awesome news, so I obviously can't tell you yet, but hopefully we'll be able to tell you soon. It seems like that's my life a lot. There's something like, not quite, but we'll be able to find out soon. And if that works, fingers crossed for me, please. I call them fingers crossed. That will be ace, and I can't wait to tell you that. So that's awesome. I've also written garden squirrels, the new enemy squirrels. But I learned that they actually watch you planting bulbs, so they can study you. So I might pretend to plant some bulbs later, but not actually plant them, just to divert them. Mum seems to like that idea.
On the wall with binoculars.
Yeah. It's not news to do with the documentary, but I won't do any more. But yeah, they've goddamn squirrels digging up all my bulbs. So one of the things did say to build a palisade out of cocktail sticks or something. So I might have a go at that. Not to damage them, just to deter them. I don't want them speared or anything. I just want them to go, you know what, I'm not going to bother with that. So yeah, blooming squirrels. That's all my notes. I'm sure there's stuff I forgot. But before we go, come on, Lil, come on down. Come on down. It's Lil Norman. Coughing away. Wobble that, look. Look, it's like behind behind the thing, look.
Yeah, can't hide now, can I?
Look at this, look. If you've got any questions for Lil in the next few minutes, if you don't, we'll be going because we've got some gardening to do. But look, that's how you get the comments.
I like the way we've got some gardening to do.
We do. You're going to help me out, get some stuff sorted. Went to the old garden centre yesterday, didn't we?
Get back on the train before all the drunks.
Yes, there were a lot of drunks. Oh yeah, talking of drunks, I went to the hey, look right, he's waving at you. Wave back. Wave.
You'll be whatever I do.
Yeah, you don't. You'll be a tally star for a bit of training, get you on the tally.
Yeah, for the pensioners.
Yeah. Do the after hours, like the daytime TV. Fenris said, God, Lil's doing that gardening instead of me in this weather. All that frost, I get you digging.
It's warming up now, Ian, so it's all right.
Oh yeah, talking of beer, it was the beer fest on Friday, which I met up with a few people. Nottingham Beer Fest. Although I didn't see that many wargamers. There's usually lots of wargamer people about, but maybe they were there Saturday. I did see Mark Latham said that it was turning into Oktoberfest on Saturday with table dancing and stuff. So I think it went on the quieter day.
It was mad at 12 o'clock when I came up.
So yeah, we've got Lil to look after. Got this Tamagotchi. Still okay.
Look after.
Look after. Got to keep Lil alive. Tamagotchi alive.
Just
These
a little
pigs. These pigs and mice. And the bulbs. Bulbs have to remain alive. So no questions for Lil. No.
Oh, no.
No questions for Lil. I'm gonna tell him anything. You look there, that's where they are. They're in there.
Oh, is that where mine comes up as well?
They're in there. No, the people are in there. Like,
I haven't got my glasses on.
I'm pointing at the camera. That's the camera.
I know what it is.
Talk to them there. That's where they are.
I might be old, but I'm not stupid.
But that's the chat there. Look, that's the chat.
Yeah,
and then
should put my glasses on now.
You don't need to read it. Okay.
Not that I really need them, but
yeah. Yeah, we need to go. Daniel's off as well. Let's do some gardening. Thanks very much. It's been a long old week. I'm stuck in Annie's phone. Let me out. So yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a chill one, and then I'm hoping that I'll be back to normal arse kicking next week and get loads of stuff sorted. So thanks for coming along. Thanks if you're at the exhibition, and as always, thanks if you've shared bits about and are a Ghoul fan or a Aethelflaed fan. Mum doesn't like Ghouls.
Aethelflaed, yes, I love her.
You like her, yes. Right, let's get out of here. Oh, Robert's come in, but we're off now. Bye. Thanks for coming
Bye.
along. So bye. And when it goes, it's not automatically over.
Oh,
So if you want to swear, you've got to wait just a minute, okay? Be careful. Right. Bye.